So that is unconventional, ladies and gentlemen, to start with. So each one of us sit inside a box and try and think. So I talked about our set of pros and cons, a set of constraints that we work on. My first example here, which spoke about out of your comfort zone. So the comfort zone is the box for us. You and I belong to a comfort zone where somebody teaches marketing, their comfort zone is marketing. Somebody teaches economics, comfort zone. So it's time that we realize what's our box. It's a small, simple exercise saying what is our box and what are we stuck in it, and how do we have to try and make our box a little better. It's a simple half an hour exercise that you want, I would want to try and think, each one of you do, not today obviously, to try and think what is the subject of our interest, how can we try and present this product to the students in a much more better manner. And I know of organizations that do at least 2-3 days of intensive workshops on particular people who are actually doing a particular job to make them think 10 different ways of trying to do the job better. And then the whole year is covered. There's no problem. It's a healthy investment. It's not a waste of time. So my question to you is, out of the box, what's your comfort zone? What is the box that you have put inside yourself? And how can you move out of that box and think of doing it a little differently? I'm going to ask you a simple story quickly for 2 minutes and ask some answers out of you before I go ahead with some of my games. I thought the story was essential to try and set the context of out of the box in a real-time situation. Invariably, 9.5 out of 10 out of the box solutions are funny, are something that you can debate for hours together, are something that is, arey yaar, I knew it already kind of an answer. But then it's out of the box. But then that is how it has to be, and let's face this. There was this money lender who lent money to a merchant, lots of money. The merchant bought a lot of money, invested in his business. The business failed. Just like all merchants of Hindi films, this merchant also had a beautiful daughter, and the money lender came on knocking on the doors for the money. The merchant didn't have money, so the merchant asked the money lender, please, can I do something else to try and sort out your thing? So the money lender, who like any of the Hindi movies is fat, age-old, etc., etc. So he had only one demand in bargain, saying, okay, I will cancel off all your debt. Please marry your beautiful daughter to me. Very simple proposition. So the money lender said, no, so the merchant said, it's unfair and this for a set of money, let's go to the panchayat. So all good panchayats, the panchayat gathered, and there was this headman who was sitting there and who said, so the money lender gave him a proposition, and the money lender was fierce enough to try and impose this. So they said, okay, let's be a little fair to this guy and let's give that poor girl a small chance of trying to get herself saved. So they were standing in a pebble beach. Beaches are there, pebbles are there all over, etc. And they were having this panchayat. And the money lender immediately said, he picked up 2 pebbles, black and white, and he said, I'll drop 2 pebbles inside a bag. If the girl goes and picks the white pebble, I will write off all their debts and I will not marry the girl. If the girl picks the black pebble, then she has to marry me and the debt is foregone. Simple. So everybody said agreed. So just like all money lenders being villains, this guy also was one. So before anybody knowing, only the girl could sense it. He picked up 2 black pebbles instead of 1 black and white and put it in the bag without anybody's knowledge. Only the girl saw it, okay? And it was time for the girl to try and take the pebbles out. Put yourself in the girl's shoes, and what are the choices that you have? What is the solution that you will make? Pick up a pebble from inside, shout out loud, and if the girl refuses to pick up a pebble, she needs to marry me. Because she cannot go away from the game. That's the way the game is played. I set the rules. So she didn't have a choice. So you can either pick up a pebble, obviously it's going to be a black pebble and you don't have a choice but to marry that guy. You can cry out file saying, I don't want to pick up a pebble because I know my fate, and then go and get married to him. So what's your solution if you were the girl? Hand up please. Let's make it a little orderly like some of our classrooms. Hand up if you have a lady at the last there, along the pillar. Yes, madam. You cannot change the rule. The money lender sets the rule. It's done and over. You cannot go back and change the game. Madam there. Stand up, madam. You don't have so much time, madam. Wash the black pebbles off. Or I'll go back home, bring a paint and then color the white one into black one. 1 second. No, hand up and stand up. Let's make it orderly, guys. Remember our classroom. Classes have not yet begun, but this is how it has to be. Madam here, please.
Pick up both the pebbles.
Pick up both the pebbles. But then that's not the rule. You can pick up only one. Madam here. Do not shout, ladies. Let's go one by one.
Since she's the only one who saw it, she can tell her father, well, this is what I saw.
She cannot cry out foul because the money lender is like all villains, very powerful. You cannot go ahead, but she has to find a solution. I'm talking about a feasible solution within the rules. Look outside the box and try and suggest something. The lady at the last there. But they have to go with the pebble in our hand. That's the rule. You take a pebble and then go it in your hand. Madam, here, quickly. Now we have all the time in the world, ladies. It's a long session and this is making it interesting.
Right? She can be tricky and she can pick up white pebble.
No, there's no white pebble in the box. From down? How can she pick up? Because she's standing there before everybody. She cannot. The rules are that there are 2 pebbles in the bag. How do you do this?
No, how did he put it into the box?
Because he's the moneylender and he's the villain of the story. He can do whatever, he sets the rules. But the rules are set before him. You have just 2 pebbles in the bag. You have to pick up one and save yourself. Madam there. Madam, wait. Behind you there's somebody. Ladies, let's make it orderly, please. Yeah. Yeah.
Drop the pebble.
Okay.
So, oops, I dropped the pebble. So let's check what's back in there. And that's going to be black. So
Somebody started thinking out of the box already. Well done, lady. Madam, the answers is all around us. It's very, very simple. Obviously, it's a little funny, it's a little dramatic, and that's how out of the box solutions are. You pick up a pebble and act as though you just dropped it down. And you just complain saying,